The echo that never returned. When silence is the answer. Have you ever poured your heart into someone and heard nothing back? They say when you shout into a canyon, your voice always returns. It echoes, it reflects, it confirms you were there, that your voice mattered. But what if it doesn't? What if the silence is not depth, but absence? I stood there on the edge of everything I felt and let it all out. I love you. Please see me. Please choose me even just once. My voice trembled as it left my chest, but it was real, it was raw, and it was mine. I expected it to come back to me, maybe softened, maybe warped, but at least returned. Instead, nothing. No echo, no whisper, just wind. At first, I believed the silence meant something profound, that perhaps some echoes took longer to return, that maybe this canyon, like the people I loved, just needed time. I waited, long enough to mistake the silence for mystery, long enough to believe that absence was a form of love, long enough to think maybe I was the problem, maybe I hadn't shouted loud enough, maybe I wasn't lovable enough. I've been here before, not always at a canyon, but in conversations where only I was speaking, in relationships where I gave everything and received almost nothing. I thought love was supposed to hurt, that being overlooked meant I just had to try harder, that if I made myself smaller, quieter, more agreeable, maybe then they would love me back. I confused silence with patience and loyalty with self-erasure. But then I noticed something I hadn't seen before. I wasn't alone, all along the cliffside. There were others, people who had shouted too, who had whispered apologies into silence, who had screamed, "Don't leave me," and got nothing back. And still, they waited. Some canyons never echo back, not because your voice isn't worthy, but because they were never meant to hold anything. They're not deep, they're hollow, and no matter how much you give, you'll always get less than you deserve. That's when I realized I wasn't meant to wait here. I am not a question waiting for an answer. I am not an echo. I am the voice, and voices, real voices, don't live in places that only take. They live where they are returned, mirrored, held. So I left, not out of bitterness, but out of clarity, because love is not supposed to be quiet, and connection is not supposed to feel like vanishing. Now, I speak where voices meet mine, where silence isn't a wall, but a pause, a breath between words. I still love, but I no longer beg to be heard. If you've been waiting at your own canyon, hoping, wondering, holding on, maybe it's time to ask yourself the question I never dared to before. Are you still waiting for your echo, or are you finally ready to walk away and find your voice again? If this story stirred something in you, don't keep it to yourself. Like it, share it, let it reach someone else still standing by their canyon. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more stories like this, stories that remind us we are not alone.